important thing is to have fun. I can tell you that if you want to do something like this, plan to spend as much money on the build as you did on the purchase. And if you can't do that, that's okay. I mean, if you can start out with this, more power to you. You know, I'm jealous.
Yeah.
But you sure don't need to, because I had an awful lot of fun in some really raggedy 4x4s over the years.
Welcome back to another episode of Rig Check. Now, this time we have Frank with us, and with this absolutely epic Lexus GX550. Now, this thing broke the internet in spring of this year. It's been a couple of months and this truck has been wheeled. You know, he's had this thing for quite some time. He did a bunch of trails here, and actually he's here in Northern California to do Rubicon with us. So this is a video before Rubicon. I hope after the Rubicon this truck still looks the same. But before we jump in the truck details of this thing, Frank, I want to know is how does one kind of live their life, you know, live about their day, going about their day, and like decide all of a sudden, you know what, I think I'm gonna buy a brand new Lexus SUV. I'm gonna put portals and 38s. How does that even come about?
I had a big truck, a Ram dually, and I had a 41-foot fifth wheel, and it just wasn't doing it for me. Though, you know, for four-wheel drive, that's made to haul a horse trailer on a farm road, you know. And I'd always been four-wheeling when I was a kid. When I was 17 years old, I think my first 4x4 was a 68 Chevy Blazer before any of you were born. And I've always had a four-wheel drive, but it's always been for camping. It's been for taking the family out. It's been for going hunting, but never really four-wheeling. I'm in my 70s, and I thought, well, this looks like a lot of fun. And you know, my feeling is, as you get older, you can't slow down because you haven't got much time left. You got to speed up. And so that's what I'm doing. And I said, this is what I want. I watched rock crawling videos, and I said, I want a rock crawler, but I want a gentleman's rock crawler.
Gentleman's, you see that's a key word right there. It's a gentleman's wheeler.
Yes, it is. And so I got the Lexus, and I get comments on it every day. And I still walk out to my garage and open the door and look at it. So you went to Lexus dealership. Did you kind of have this already in mind? I'm like, you know what, this thing's gonna be big 38-inch tires. Like, because I mean, you go to Lexus dealership, when you look at those new trucks, they're pretty, they're shiny. The last you think about is this thing on like a rugged trail, like going over rocks and boulders. Like, yeah, you're right. And that's not what I thought. What happened was I was looking at a Bronco, and I was thinking that's a really good looking rig. And then they announced the GX550, I saw it on TV, and the next day I went down and put a $1,000 deposit down, and I said, I want the first one that comes in. And they told me you're number 18 already.
Get in line.
So I did that, and no, I was not planning to do this, but I did plan to, you know, it came with 33s, so I thought, well, I'm set on tires. You know, and
you
then
skipped a couple of steps. There's 35s, there's 37s, and what is it, 38s?
38s. Well, I didn't know all that, you know. It's been an education process.
For sure.
So I just started building it up, and I thought, well, I took it to Moab, and the first thing I did was tear up both the front and back bumpers.
In its stock form?
In its stock form.
Wow, okay.
And on 33s, and messed them up Wipeout Hill. Going down that, I just took a big chunk out of the front bumper, and I forget what I did to the back bumper. And so I said, well, I've got to upgrade.
You gotta do something about this. You hear that, guys? Took it to Moab and it's stock form. That's a great example of living your life and using your truck to the fullest. So, okay, so you took it to Moab. You clearly, you realized really fast that it's got its limits.
Right. Nobody had anything for it because it was brand new. So Victory 4x4 came out with a package of a front bumper and a rear bumper and skid plates, and I bought all of it.
Yeah, for sure.
And I had it all put on, and I realized then that I made a mistake, especially with the front bumper, because it was still down where the stock bumper came. It was just steel. So now I could hit it and not break it up like it was plastic.
Yeah.
But I still didn't have rock.
So it wasn't like a full bumper. It was, I know it's very popular within Lexus, specifically GX guys, kind of like a lower profile, minimalist style kind of bumper. And I believe that's what you had before, right?
Yes, that's what I had.
Sat kind of at the bottom there.
Exactly, but it didn't have the clearance I wanted. You know, because I took it out rock crawling, and the first thing I was doing is I'm scratching that all up. And then Ben at Descent Off-Road had a rendering made. He did that for the Land Cruiser 250.
Yeah.
And then he built that.
Yeah.
And then he did one with this. And when I saw that, I saw, oh, that's it.
You gotta have
and
it.
that was the inspiration right there. So this is copied after that rendering.
Okay, so that's what sparked the build. So you had the first stage, you had the first set of bumpers, moved on to these bumpers. Now, was this Lexus the first of its kind of this model with these bumpers, or was
Oh yeah, there was another Lexus in the shop that was going to go to somewhere in Asia, Malaysia.
Okay.
Malaysia. And I think he was using that for some of the design. When I got this, it was the first production model.
No, it looks great. I mean, I've been working with Ben for a long time. And Ben's Descent Off-Road does an incredible job when it comes to design, taking into consideration all the aesthetics, the electronics and everything. Because this thing is a kind of like a techno gizmo. I mean, it's got a lot of sensors.
It is. And all the proximity sensors still work. Everything is still intact on it, which is exactly what I wanted. Even the fender flares, you know, to get 38s, well, we put it on portals.
Yeah, looks like we got our first visitor here.
Oh, hi. Yeah. You think you're pretty? Take a look at this.
Yeah. Okay, so the bumpers are definitely high. I mean, you got a bunch of approach angle. Moving on around, Frank, I mean, you got some sliders, and now these from our friends at Westcott?
Yes, Westcott did the sliders. Westcott did the roof rack, the molly panel.
Okay.
And actually, Westcott put my first lift on it, was just a collar lift.
Oh, okay.
And I did that until King
Yeah.
came out. And King was the first one to get a full suspension that I was aware of. So then I went with a King suspension on it.
For sure. Now, Jeff at Westcott, those guys are amazing. They make great suspension components and they have a fantastic shop. So if you're in Arizona, make sure you check them out. Okay, so move on to the back. This is a matching bumper, matching rear bump to the front. So Descent Off-Road bumper. They're a traditional, very classic swing out setup with the table.
And you have multiple options for the right-hand swing out or no swing out. And I originally had 2 Rotopacks and traction boards on it. But in all the times I've been going out, I never used the traction boards.
Yeah.
Plus, somebody else has always got them.
For sure.
So I took those off, and I'm going to be getting a Howell fireplaces.
Oh, fire pits, yeah.
Yeah, I had Westcott put this on when last time I was there, and then I put the 5 gallons of water on the back here. Then on the inside of it, you have options as well, and that's where I have gas for the moment.
Okay, so a little bit of fuel, a little bit of some water. Now this is really nice. I like how you have the spout in the back. It's just nice to be able to wash your hands really quick on the trail, like you're out.
No, it really is. This is what you put in the bottom of a stool or something like that. There it goes. It takes a second to build the pressure up, but you're right. I put bottled water in there, so I can drink out of this. I can wash with it. I can do whatever I want.
Yeah.
I just got 5 of those big 1 gallon things.
For sure.
I love having that.
It's a perfect spot. No, it's nice. Okay, so moving around, some molly panels. We got H&6 right here, Roseville, California. These guys are great. They make nice aluminum shovels. You see an awning, that's something new.
I just got that and put it on, and it goes out 80 inches. This part goes straight out, but then it extends out in a triangle both directions to the front, 4.5 feet back behind. It's huge, and this will be the first time I use it.
Okay, so Ironman Delta Wing. Delta Wing 180. So I don't think I've ever seen this thing before. So we're gonna be on the Rubicon, give this thing a try. So first time.
Yeah, we will. You don't even have to have poles.
Oh, okay.
It's the structure of it is so sound. Now, if you get high winds or something like that, they'll pop down. But it's we'll see it on the trail.
Okay.
And it's very cool.
Frank, this is a really cool feature.
That is a Westcott designed bracket as well. The thing I like about it is so many of the brackets that you put on out here, they make a whole new sound, more noise. This is blocked right here by the rear vision mirror. When I put these on, I couldn't detect any difference.
For sure. And what's nice about this is that you don't lose any visibility. I mean, if you're as a driver, if you have a big pod sticking out here, like that's one thing about ditch lights is, yeah, they look cool on the outside, but when you're sitting inside, especially the bigger ones, like you have this thing that's in the way, and if you're out in the trail, you're doing technical stuff, you want to have all the visibility you need.
Sure, and if you need more visibility ahead, this will adjust to straight ahead. If you want the visibility out to the sides, it's really nice. I'm real happy.
Okay, so rigid, I see like for the most part, this truck has got a complete rigid package, rigid light bar.
And this is actually a cap.
Okay.
That goes over it. It's a clear light.
Any plans to add any more lights? I don't see anything on the roof.
Maybe.
Maybe. Okay, maybe.
I don't like great big lights in the front.
Yeah.
I just don't like the look of it.
For sure.
It's a gentleman's truck.
That's what I was gonna say. That's what makes this thing really classy. That you don't have this like obnoxious amount of just stuff that's poking out everywhere. I mean, you don't have a light bar. Like that's one thing you would usually find is a big light bar. None on this truck, so which is really cool.
And if I did get one, it would be very low profile. Westcott makes one where you can actually inset the lights there.
Okay.
But the Pelican cases that are on top, they're great. But again, I went with the thinnest rifle case.
Yeah.
And I can still get 5.5 inches of I can get chairs in there. I get all my recovery gear is in
You
there.
get a chair inside the Pelican?
Yeah, well, folded up.
Like a camping chair?
Yeah.
Wow.
Not a great big one, but a full size, not one of those little mini ones. In front of the Pelican cases, you can see that I have a Starlink satellite. And man, I love that. I use that every time I'm going out.
I see some Agency 6 grab handles.
The grab handles are fantastic.
Yeah, we love these things. They're so nice.
Yeah.
Oh, it's sensing me. So you got some cases on top, plenty of storage. As far as suspension wise, looking here, you got all sorts of different colors and just a complete revamp of everything. So what kind of suspension do you have here, Frank?
Well, it's the King suspension. Is that a 2.5?
Yeah, 2.5, yep.
Yeah, I believe. And I originally had Total Chaos upper control arms, but when we went with the bigger tires, we had to get an adjustable, and that one isn't adjustable.
For sure.
So we went with the Icon, and that works out really well. And then, of course, I've got the 74 weld portals.
Boom. That's right there is a key ingredient that what makes this truck what it is.
I have the minimum lift out of the King that I can get. I actually could have stayed with the factory and the Westcott collar lift and still had all of the terrain modes and things like that you lose here if I'd wanted to. But that is at the very bottom, so it steers and handles just like it did before we
before it was lifted. So
before it was lifted.
So now I can tell by looking up the control arms on a lifted truck and a jack truck, you will see these things pointing down. These things are completely flat, which is really nice because that's what gives you nice, stable, comfortable ride.
Yeah, the
on
CV is straight in.
Yeah, that's another thing to point out. I mean, if you look around, like all your CV angles, your tie rods, everything is nice and flat. Your lower control arm is completely flat. That's something that you can only do with 74 weld portal. I guess any portal, but particularly in this case, it's a 74.
Makes a huge difference. It makes the ride really good. I pulled a trailer with it all the way from Phoenix.
Yeah, that's really cool. I think this might be the first GX, maybe ever, maybe for a while, that has portals, 38s, and pulling a trailer across different states, right?
Right.
And after this, you're headed to Moab.
Moab.
Yeah. So that's
again.
That's a dude. So you're back. So this is like a full circle. You're back to towing now.
Yeah. No. Yeah, I am. But this is a lot easier to tow. I also have the Icon lower control arm down here because
adjustable links. Yeah.
Yes, because what we had to do was move that about 3/8 of an inch or something like that back.
And that's mostly
for the clearance.
For the tire to when it tucks up, so it
just
fits
to get,
nice and even.
Get the clearance here. This is not, except for what they cut out for the bumper, this is all stock. None of that has been cut out.
Which is kind of wild. You know, you look at the truck, usually when you get into the size, like there's going to be a lot of cutting, a lot of trimming, a lot of relocating. You know, you got to get fender liners and all that stuff, where this hasn't been touched, and you've been wheeling this truck, and you know it's all still there. Like none of the cladding, none of this stuff popped off. That's pretty impressive.
And this front wheel well as well, they trimmed a little triangle piece at the very back of it, and that's it.
Oh, okay, yeah, that's right. I actually cut this piece right here.
Yeah, thank you.
Trim.
Yeah, I should say I brought it up from Phoenix here to Stellarbuilt for the portals and the tire installation.
Yeah.
And then I took it down to Ben, and he put on these bumpers.
Yeah.
And he did the tire fitment. So it was a collaboration that just worked out so good.
I had a chance to wheel with Frank in Moab, and like watching this thing like go over rocks, just go over terrain. It's just so unreal. Like it's this just crazy, ridiculous SUV, and it makes it so easy, so effortless. Just hops right over. And now this thing has got factory locker. It has original gears, and
yes,
you don't have a locker in the front, do you?
No, I don't have a locker in the front yet, but as soon as they make one.
As soon as they make one, okay.
I'll have a locker in the front.
Do you feel like there's a need for a front locker?
Yes.
Okay, all right, so you definitely push it to that level.
Oh yeah, going up Hell's Gate, I really needed the locker. I kind of flopped it off on the sidewall. These stick out so far. I was on a wall that was steep like this, and I didn't get up high enough on it, and it came down, but it landed fully on its side at an angle like this. It was going up and it just flopped down. But these tires stick out enough that none of this.
So you basically just laid it over.
I laid it over, and the tires held it out. I thought I had scratched it all up, and he said, "No, just put it in reverse." Yeah. And I put it in reverse. I backed it out.
Yeah.
And then the last obstacle, I had a hard time getting up over it. If I'd had a front locker, it would have been a walk in the park.
For sure.
So.
Yeah, Moab is the kind of place where it's nice to, especially as you're cresting over stuff, it's just nice to have that extra traction. So.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Yeah. And I'll do that. And that's about the only thing, about the only thing that's missing.
For now, yeah. Not that it needs anything else.
No.
Yeah, but, okay, so, no, it looks great, Frank. The truck looks incredible. It has this, like, energy, this aura. Like, you come up to this thing, there's just something about it. It's powerful.
I can't go to the gas station without getting comments on it. And if I go to someplace like Bass Pro Shops, they're all over it.
Yeah, I can imagine. Everybody's just breaking necks.
Yeah, there's been so many videos made of it. I literally have people that will roll down their window and go, "Frank, I love the rig," and I don't even know them. They know my name.
Yeah, for sure, yeah. Okay, so moving on. On exterior, everything's nice. What do we have going on the inside?
Well, let me show you what I have for a switch panel, because I didn't want to drill through the firewall and put a switch panel up front. So I went over to Blaze Off-Road in Denver, and they sell the Garmin power switch.
Okay.
And this Garmin power switch is fantastic because what you do is you wire all your lights, my fog lights, the rear backup lights, the ditch lights, everything is wired to this.
Okay.
I can turn it on here, I can turn it on with my phone, and I can turn it on with Apple CarPlay.
Really?
Yeah, there's a whole panel, I'll show you in there.
What?
Apple CarPlay has got all 6 of these switches in displayed. You just push the Garmin button and the whole display comes up.
So does it actually have like a switch panel?
No, it's just doing it through Bluetooth.
Wow.
The same way that it comes up on my phone and I can push the buttons, it comes up on Apple CarPlay.
That is way cool.
Okay, so this is what comes up. And on this, Garmin right there.
So right here, you have all your controls as part of the truck.
And you see when they come on, I get a blue light.
Oh, so it matches what you have in the app.
Yeah, the app is actually sending the info, so.
Technology.
Technology.
You don't even have to have the car on. Now, if I go ditch lights, so there's the ditch lights. The only thing is, if you just now put it in your pocket, it may roll around and turn everything else on.
Oh, and you don't know. Hey, don't forget, you gotta leave a switch for a front locker, Frank. That's gonna be an important one. So
there's a lot modified in the back.
Can we take a look?
Yeah, sure. This is
camp mode.
This is camp mode.
This is raw. This is as real as it gets right here.
Yeah.
Oh, come on, Frank. This is clean.
Yeah.
This is super nice.
So I've got an Iceco refrigerator.
Okay.
I've got my
pillow.
Feathered pillow.
Feathered pillow. Okay.
This I forget who makes this. This is a great mattress, really comfortable.
So you camp, so you sleep in the truck.
That's exactly what I do.
Frank, you love gadgets.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah. This guy knows more about gadgets than I do. This is incredible.
So these drawers.
Air down, gear up. Okay.
Air down, gear up. I got a cutting board. I got a step stool because this is so tall. And
that's clever.
Yeah, I use that all the time. Try washing the windows without them.
This is one of my favorite parts about air down, gear up. Like the fact that you can move these position wherever you want.
Yeah, every 6 inches or so, 8 inches, whatever that is, you can put a divider in. And I think I have this one set up completely different. This has got cereal and bagels and food and that kind of thing. I've got cleaning stuff.
Windex.
I've got a impact driver and a drill set, and then I've got other tools up front. I also have these Molly panels from Victory 4x4. The whole thing is integrated. You can't just have one component. You have to have all 3, and it is solid as a rock.
Okay, so you have more storage space, and it's kind of like a shelf on top, correct?
Yeah, this is a shelf. I've got jumper cables up here. I've got a platform that I can put my jack on, my little bottle jack, and that kind of thing. Oh, whatever you want.
Whatever you want. Yeah, I mean, this at the end of the day, this is still an overlanding truck. I mean, with all the rock crawling that you do, this is an overlander.
It is,
right?
if you want it to be.
If you want it to be, yeah. Rocklander, that's what we like.
Yeah, now, normally when I go to Moab, I get a hotel.
Mm-hmm.
When I was young, I would do this, but on the Rubicon, there's no hotels.
Well, you can't really tow your trailer like that, especially the one you towed here on the Rubicon. And yeah, sleeping in tent sucks, so this is the best case scenario. So
this is a sleeping platform that folds all the way to the front seats. So I fold down the back seats, and in most of those kinds of platforms, you have to do a seat delete, but you don't here.
Yeah, so it just lays right on top. You just
It,
the seats down.
It lays right on top. It goes all the way to the end, and it's wide, it's comfortable, and if you're not using it for a sleeping platform, you fold it back up and you would never know.
We have air gear up in our 200 series, and we love that thing. It does the same thing. Love it.
Yeah.
So, very cool.
No, I like it as well, too. There's really only one thing you need to know about the inside of the fridge.
My favorite. First time.
Just one item that you need to know. This is called bourbon. And
this is when you get nice and lonely and it's chilly in the trail and it's raining.
This is it. This is the Lost Recipe series from Maker's Mark.
Classy guy. This is a gentleman's truck, guys. Come on.
So there you go.
Now, of course, everything works with the button, correct?
Right.
Okay, let's see what happens. Yeah. Come on, it's a Lexus, guys.
So that works out nice. This is a
little collab plate.
A collab plate. I got a Descent off-road plate with the
stellarbuilt. There you go.
Stellarbuilt in the back.
You know, one thing that's cool about the GX is that I don't know how often you use this feature.
I use this when I sleep because I can pop this.
Gosh, I love this.
And leave it whatever position I want, and I can get air.
Yeah.
And so I actually drove such a long way today. I took a nap back here, and I just cracked that a little bit, and I cracked a window. And I got airflow flowing through. Yeah. I love having this. I don't like the, I like this way better than a window that rolls down into the.
For sure. No, this is great. It's a nice option. I mean, you think it's just it's a traditional glass, but get a little bonus.
You lose having a tailgate to work on, but on the drawer system, I've got a pull out. I can put tools on it and everything else.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, that's a great option from those guys. Frank, you had this thing for so long. Like, how does it like? You know, you had this, like, as far as being a daily driver, as far as being a camper, you know, maybe like a little bit of family truck. Like, how is this, like, do you live with this thing like every day, or is it like a garage queen? Like, how is that like?
There's nothing queenie about this at all. I have this as my daily driver. I've got a motorcycle when I'm feeling insane, and I've got a golf cart when I'm feeling old.
Okay, okay.
And I can go out.
Checks all the boxes right there.
Yeah.
That's a 3-car solution right there.
That is.
3-vehicle solution.
That is, and that's all I have. I was worried about what this would be like with mud terrain tires. These are Nitto trail grapplers. I was worried about daily driving on portals. I've got a lot of miles on it. I mean, this is only a year old. It's got 26,000 miles on it.
What?
Yeah.
Geez, 26,000 miles. That's insane.
Yeah, these make a little bit of noise, but it's a mud terrain.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, you kind of, it comes with the package here, so.
If a truck like this didn't make some noise, it wouldn't be right.
For sure, for sure. And as far as like jumping into something like this, is this something that you would?
No, I would. Don't start with
financial. Is this a good financial decision?
You know,
at what point you stop counting? Like,
I didn't count. I can tell you that if you want to do something like this, plan to spend as much money on the build as you did on the purchase.
Okay.
And if you can't do that, that's okay.
Yeah.
You know, like I said, I started with a Blazer, a Chevy Blazer. The most important thing is to have fun. You know, I couldn't have fun with something like this when I was raising a family and had kids and responsibilities and things like that. But I'm retired and the kids are all grown up, and you know, it's my turn to play. So
do whatever you want.
Yeah. So this is, I mean, if you can start out with this, more power to you.
Yeah.
You know, I'm jealous.
Yeah.
But
for sure.
You sure don't need to, because I had an awful lot of fun in some really raggedy 4x4s over the years.
Yeah, no, this is insane, Frank. I mean, you're an absolute legend for doing this. This is epic. Like, you're a trailblazer who did something like with this platform. So honestly, it's kind of an honor to wheel with this thing. It's like this is epic. So
well, you're very kind. I couldn't follow you in some of the places you went in your Tacoma with the So you know, I've still got a lot to learn.
Yeah.
But that's why I'm chasing around with guys like him.
Well, you got some miles behind your belt, so I'm sure you're gonna do just fine. Frank, it was a pleasure doing this video. We're gonna hit the trail and see how it does. So Stay tuned.
See you on the Rubicon.
Yeah, start straightening out now. Driver. Down on the side. Low. We're on. Come on, Frank. Wake up.
We need that water.
You're good. Keep going.